Hello, my name's Yvonne Abro and I'm doing a series on the Old English runes and Northumbrian runes. The next one in the series is is. Here it is. Again, this one has rotational symmetry. It's the same both ways up. And I just noticed that the next one in the series also has rotational symmetry, so it's like there's something going on with this particular 8. Because Hagler has rotational symmetry, and so does Nid, and so does Is, and so does G, and also one of the other ones, Ale, that's in this 8. So that's interesting. And this 8, as I mentioned in the previous video on Hagler, is devoted to Heimdall and Mordgood, and Mordgood is a goddess of the ice bridge, which connects the Midgard to the underworld. So it's very appropriate that one of the runes in this 8 is is, which means ice. In various languages, Iceland is spelt I-S-L-A-N-D, Island, meaning Iceland, obviously. So that's interesting. And I just did a bit of research before I did this video, and the Rune Guild suggests that as well as being very cold and slowing things down, ice can also be a bridge, because when a lake freezes over, you can then skate to the other side of the lake, provided the ice is thick enough and you don't fall in the water and get cold and drown. So it's a bit of a tricksy sort of bridge. Be careful out there on the ice. I believe the minimum thickness for walking on ice is probably at least 2 feet thick, but I just wouldn't try it in this era of climate change, unless you are at a proper skating rink. So yeah, ice, tricky substance, very slippery. It can be all different colours. It can be white. In some lights it can appear blue. It can even be black, as in black ice. So when somebody tells you that runes are meant to have a specific colour associated with them, if your personal gnosis tells you that the colour associated with the rune is something other than the standard colour that's associated with it, go with it, because all of these systems are a bit arbitrary, and if your primary association to ice is black ice or darkness or cold or whatever, then go with black as your colour for this rune, right? Anyway, so if you come across this rune in a divination, it means, it can mean slow down. It can mean you are being forced to slow down. It can mean that everything is in stasis and staying still. So it's time to stop and take stock of where you are, and proceed with caution in case you end up falling arse over tit on a very particularly slippery piece of ice. So yeah, an interesting rune, and I hadn't thought of the concept of it being like a bridge because you can skate across a lake. So thank you, Rune Guild. I will put the link to that page below the video. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.